Hey guys, Hitman89 here, I hope you're doing great. Last time we had the best survival games, and today I'm gonna show you the best racing games of 2022 and 2023 that are worth playing right now. But before we have a look at the first game, this video is sponsored by Aura. Have you ever been annoyed by a spam call or email? This is because data brokers make tons of money from selling your personal information to spammers and robocallers. Although brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, they do their best to make it incredibly hard. That's where Aura steps in. Apart from submitting opt-out requests on your behalf, Aura includes an antivirus, a VPN, an identity theft insurance, and more. Plus, all these features come at one very affordable price. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online so you can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. You can either let people continue to exploit and profit off your private information, or you can go to aura.com/hitman to start your 2-week free trial. Now let's have a look at the first game. F123's got excellent graphics, presentation, sound design, and gameplay. But split screen mode is just terrible. The game nearly freezes every time there is some tire smoke on screen. I don't know why they even added the split screen mode if they didn't even bother trying it to see if it was actually playable. Let's get back to single player now. Career mode is pretty good, it's detailed, and progressing your driver is fun. If you like Formula 1 simulations, this one is a must-have. Just don't expect a revolution going from F1 2022 to this. Just like any game series with yearly editions, it's minor changes at full price. Yes, gotta love that shit. Okay, I'll stop with the sarcasm. Let's just take a look at the second game on my list. Need for Speed Unbound just landed on EA Play and Game Pass, so I thought I'd give it another shot. In terms of visuals, it's a mix of realistic and graffiti urban cartoony stuff. I have no idea what it's called, and I don't know about you, but personally, I prefer photorealistic graphics. Plus the frame rate drops every now and then, so keep that in mind. Anyway, Need for Speed Unbound is about street racing, so after every race, the cops chase you and try to arrest you. So you can either go to the closest safe house to store your hard-earned cash, or you could do another race, risk getting caught, but potentially make way more money. It's up to you. If that sounds interesting to you and you have Game Pass, or you can get the game for $20 or less, then go for it. Let's move on to the third game. Gran Turismo 7 brings back its iconic career mode, aka World Map, and it's awesome. Cause back in them PS1 days, I played the shit out of Gran Turismo 2, and this one reminds me of those days. Yeah, I'm old, I know. So the graphics are dope, the soundtrack is great, and even if you're not that into racing games, Gran Turismo's got something, man. Whenever I play this game and my brother is around, we spend the day trying to get gold cups in all those driver's license tests. And just so you know, we wouldn't do that in any other racing game. Anyway, Gran Turismo 7's got monthly updates that slightly improve the game and add more content. So if you have a PS5 or even a PS4 and you want a real driving simulator with no damage model, cause apparently manufacturers don't want to see their cars all messed up. But only in Gran Turismo. Makes sense. So if you want to play a game where you can see tires flying off, take a look at Grid Legends. Back in 2008, when the first Grid game came out, I had just built my first game on PC, so I pushed Grid to the max and I had a blast. I'm more of a console guy now. Wait, you guys don't care, right? So I played Grid Legends on Series X, and even though it doesn't look as good as, let's say, Forza Horizon 5 or even 4, it's still pleasing to the eye. Story mode is shot like some sort of big documentary, and when it comes to the gameplay, the flashback system is still there. If you don't know what that is, it basically allows you to rewind up to 3 times per race. So I recommend you play Grid on at least hard, cause on the regular difficulty, you're basically competing with a bunch of pussy ass bitches who get out of the way and let you win. I mean, they either do that or I literally run them over. So yeah, on the other hand, elimination mode is nerve-wracking. There's a countdown and the last guy gets eliminated until there is only one driver left. Like I said, this isn't Gran Turismo, so the more you damage your car, the harder it gets to control, and if you crash hard enough and wreck your car, you get eliminated. Now at number 5 we have a free-to-play game, so everyone's got something to play. Trackmania landed on consoles a couple of months ago, and sometimes it can be frustrating to play if, like me, you suck at it. Cause here, the tracks are straight up crazy. Speaking of which, if you're feeling creative, you can actually make your own tracks and share them with everyone online. By the way, if you want some more free-to-play games, click the bubble that just showed up. Yeah, I'm plugging my shit. So what? Anyway, let's move on to the next game. MX vs ATV Legends. Now that shit sucks. I mean, the ragdoll physics are hilarious and pretty much everything feels a generation behind. So if you want a dirt bike simulation and you're on PC, just get MX bikes instead. So the real game I wanted to show you at number 6 is Trail Out. And if you're looking at the footage and you're thinking, this strangely reminds me of another game, that's perfectly normal, because the devs took inspiration from Flat Out. Now, they didn't just copy it, I'm telling you, they took inspiration. Anyway, Trail Out just had a couple of big updates, and it's coming to consoles by the end of the year. It also has a demo that you can currently download on Steam and try the game out. But if you're on console, I guess you could play Wreckfest until Trail Out releases. Moving on to the 7th game, apart from being free, Kartrider Drift is a good kart racing game to play if you can't have Crash Team Racing or Mario Kart. Visually speaking, it's clean, the gameplay is good, plus Kartrider Drift has full crossplay support, so you can play it with up to 3 friends, even if they're on a shitty phone. Seriously though, I don't really care about skins, but if you do, then you'll be happy to know you can grind your ass off to unlock plenty of different ones with the coins you get for completing objectives. Now let's take a look at a motorcycle racing game for a change. MotoGP 23 just came out and it's great if you haven't played MotoGP 22, because if you have, then you don't want to spend $70 on a copy-paste game, trust me. There's also Ride 5, which will most likely be out by the time you watch this video, so if you like bikes, MotoGP 23 or Ride 5, it's up to you. Now to make this video even more future-proof, I decided to include 2 games that aren't out yet. The first one is Forza Motorsport, which is a reboot of the series with improved physics and obviously better graphics, even though I feel like it could be more impressive. We'll see when the full game releases though. Also, the UI seems to be heavily inspired by the one in Forza Motorsport 4, and that's a good thing. The devs said the AI will be a hell of a lot better. We'll see if that's true, cause usually the opponents just let you overtake them whenever you want. So yeah, career mode has been completely reimagined with some RPG elements. However, you need a Series X, S or a solid PC to play this. If you're on PlayStation or Xbox One, don't worry, cause you could play the Crew Motorfest instead. And I know you're thinking this is just Forza Horizon, but worse. Well, it is. In all seriousness though, I'm done shitting on this game. I mean, the first 2 games were good, I really enjoyed them, and this one seems to be fun as well. Plus the crew has cars, bikes, planes, and boats. Honestly, I can't think of any other game that lets you use all these vehicles and even switch between them at will. Now to wrap this up, let's have a look at the honorable mentions, which are basically a couple of games that didn't make the list but are still worth checking out. Redout 2 will definitely remind you of Wipeout and F-Zero. If you like that type of stuff, it's a must-have. The only reason Forza Horizon 5 didn't make the list is because it came out in 2021, but if you want a fun, open-world racing game, you can't go wrong with that one. And that's gonna be it for the best racing games of 2022 and 2023. I did my best to include a couple of underrated games and some free ones too, so if you found this video useful, a thumbs up and a subscription would be awesome. Please support the channel by checking out this video's sponsor, Aura, and by signing up for a 2-week free trial. Thank you very much for the support, I appreciate you. It's been Hitman89, see you guys very soon.
For the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh. Fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up. Play the game, bruh.